What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. In today's video, we're going to talk about how we just took yet another 48% profit in a biotech stock in the pre-market, and how we have not one, but two stocks right now that are up over 20%. One reports after the bell tonight, the other one tomorrow. So the obvious question of this day is, how do you get rich? I mean, really rich, trading penny stocks. All that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, gorgeous day here in Atlanta. Happy Tuesday to you. Holy shit, right? I mean, if you're not having fun stacking cash to the motherfucking ceiling, I don't know what you need to see. Because as of this morning, and you can go to the new trades channel and check out every trade for the last 17 miles, hundreds and hundreds of winners, only 6 losses in the last 22 months. That's a win rate of 99.44%. Not a single fucking Discord, except for ours, on the planet can say such a thing. So before I go any further and cover what we're going to do tonight, and then again tomorrow when we ring the register yet again, I want to say thank you to two groups of people. First of all, more than 300 Discord and premium members at shopsmallbiz.com. Without your emotional, spiritual, and of course, financial support, none of this would be possible. I would also like to say a shout out to my dear friend. Let's just say his first name starts with A. He's an Italian brother from another mother. He's a whale. And he got burned badly in Mullen. And try as I might, and I'm talking $100,000, $200,000 at a clip, to get him to go somewhere else, he just wouldn't do it. And the last time we had a conversation, he says, I really want to buy a couple 100,000 shares at 13 cents, aka $13 post split. And I said, don't do it. And the damn thing, as you all know, went down to $2.35. And even though a few videos ago, I told you could buy it around 4 and you would have sold it last night, of course, with a 50% profit, I couldn't get a single like on Twitter. Not motherfucking one. But I want to tip my hat to this guy. He gave us a shot 2 years ago when we were just getting started. And he's got a very successful business. So amen, as I will call you. God bless you. I wish you the very best of luck. And if you ever decide that you want to come back and make some real fucking money with me, you know where to find us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a stock, let's call it in the automotive space. The first letter starts with L. They report tonight. Last trade $1.76. We own it at $154, a day or two ago. So this is what you want to see in most cases, right? I don't. I'd rather buy a half a position and then log in on the way down over a week or two. But this thing started pumping as soon as we got into the stock. And we had to get a 6, 7, 8% or thereabouts position quickly. In fact, on the third trade, I averaged up a few pennies. So here's the deal. If you're going to be busy or you don't know how to play this game after, I don't know, a 99.44% win rate going back almost 2 years, put in a limit, a good to cancel, or an extended hours if you're on E-Trade like me at $2 a share. Sell half at $2 a share. That's a plus 30% from $1.54. I'm not going to do that. I'll be watching it carefully. If it gaps up and over 2, you can bet I'm going to ring the register. If it pulls down, and I actually prefer it because we're way too hot. I mean, you guys are so fucking spoiled, it's not even funny. I'd like to see it come back down into the 150s. Give me a chance to load a full position, because in case you haven't noticed, you've got stocks like Datadog or Disney. Whenever Disney disappoints and gives a god-awful guidance and the Dow is still up 50 to 100 points, you, my friend, are in a massive secular bull market with flying cars and trips to motherfucking Mars for the next 10 years. What? Not without correction, not without recession, just like the 1990s. But if you were on Wall Street like I was, and you were playing this game, especially in the second half until the meltup.com bubble burst, it was insane. We got favorable demographics. Millennials and Gen Z twice as big as the boomers as were driving the market in the 1980s and 1990s. You've got AI, which is 3 times more powerful than the internet that Al Gore, Mr. Rub and Tug, don't visit Al at a fancy hotel at 11 o'clock at night because he's going to answer in a silk robe while he's pitching a tent. And that's a true motherfucking story. We got $6 trillion on the sideline still. They didn't buy the October low with me when I bought 162, along with some of you that are paying attention in the IWM. They didn't buy the dip 2 weeks ago, which may have been your last chance to get on board before we close the year at, I don't know, 5,600, let's call it. Another 7 to 8, 9% to the upside for the S&P, double that for the NASDAQ. But in closing, we all know, as I said in the Discord a minute ago, it's like pulling teeth. I took a 3% loss in BenF. First loss in 7 months. MCOM sold it at 280. Mullen, I sold at 18. MRIN and MobQ before the reverse split. And GMBL. Those are the only 5 or 6 losses I've taken in almost 2 years. I come here every fucking week, 3-4 times. I tell you exactly how we're doing it. I want to see some of our people once again come into the comments on YouTube and tell them how we are stacking cash to the motherfucking ceiling. So the question of the day is, how do you get rich? You hire me. I've been doing this 30 years. Half of it as a broker from 93 to 07. I made all the mistakes, including getting wiped out in the Great Recession and filing bankruptcy officially so that you don't have to. I literally text you notifications to your phone or your desktop in real time. All you got to do is follow me. Mimic every trade. Sometimes you'll get a better price on a sell. Sometimes you'll get a better price on a buy. It evens out in the end. And yet, sadly, we have whales that I could have made this guy $1 million in and out of over 150 trades in the last 9 months to a year, but he wouldn't listen to me. It wasn't because he didn't have the money. He just was gutted, like so many of you that are watching from Mullen. You got to move on. You got to sell a portion of it. You should have traded it from 4 to 6 and move on. Give us a chance. We own 7 core holdings at one time and no more than 3 of what they call Ask Jason. That's when you ask me, what do you think of XYZ? I do a write-up with a graph, with a limit. I tell you buy. I spoon feed you exactly where to get in and when to get out, to your phone in real time, to your desktop in real time. There's no excuse. The average person in there is making 40 to 1 on what they pay me. 75 if you get a Discord. Premium if you got a small biz at shopsmallbiz.com. It is so easy to get rich when you hire this guy in penny stocks. So until next time, always remember that I love you. And thanks so very much for watching. You can take your finger off the trigger now.